Folks, you may not realize this, but when I created my YouTube channel roughly 5 years ago, I did it just to help people, kind of an answer FAQ section. What I've now come to appreciate after 5 years of having one focused foundation where my energy is there's all these other potential income streams that could come off of this. I have had no grand plan. I have no grand vision. I just show up and keep doing the work. And I'm constantly amazed by the opportunities that come this way. So I want to talk to the man, the myth, the legend, the person that wrote YouTube Secrets to get his experience in using YouTube as the foundation and then all the other income streams that may come from that. Sean, this should be a fun topic.
Yeah, I appreciate always getting to hang out with you in the community. And YouTube is really wild. And I think we can go down the rabbit hole of what are the potential income streams, and then also what are also some of the benefits from like the tax write-off side of things
Sure.
as soon as you actually step over the line into being a small business, incorporate properly. So as I kind of think through the income streams that we have at Think Media, number one, you do have YouTube pays you for views. The cool
Yes.
thing is you don't have to start with this because you have to hit 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours of watch time to qualify for what's called the YouTube Partner Program. But over time, I like to not even focus on it. Sometimes it just feels like an extra 5, 10, $50 for smaller channels. But fast forward to today, and it's about a $500,000 a year for Think Media. So it's a
Wow.
significant stream of revenue. Next would be affiliate marketing. And that's where you could talk about any product you know, love, or use yourself. You sign up on their website. They allow you to have kind of a membership portal where you can take a custom link and you can put it into the description of a YouTube video. And you can be an affiliate for, this is why you see some financial people talking, they have like 5 best credit cards. Those could be incredibly lucrative, something like that. Software, lots of software programs have affiliate links that you could do. Amazon is kind of the biggest one. As soon as you sign up for the Amazon Associates program, obviously they sell anything. So you're like, hey, this is my favorite blender. You can put a link in the description. But there's things like Dick's Sporting Goods, Bass Pro Shop, Walmart, Target, almost anything being sold online as e-commerce, you could be an affiliate for. And even event ticket sales and different things, depending on how sophisticated the event is. So affiliates is just a nice way. If you build a brand that is at the center of a movement, it makes me think of like Dave Asprey and kind of this biohacking movement. So if you just are passionate about supplements, weird medical devices, events where people go to learn about biohacking, cryotherapy, like all that stuff has affiliates. And if you had an interview show or you're just at the center talking about everything, even bringing guests on, you could say, oh yeah, we'll list the tools that person recommended. Similarly, that's actually how I was able to scale up a 6-figure income. Was I had done the video production. I've been doing video for 20 years. So I started to talk about, hey, this is what camera you should buy. Here's these 2 cameras compared. This one's better. This was the weakness here. Here's lenses for it. And basically making YouTube videos talking about the tech you can use to create content. I was able to have Amazon pay me 100 grand a year over from just doing affiliate marketing. You could do books, of course, like in the sense of you write your own book. A good idea for a lot of reasons, but for the YouTube creator, if you're specifically in education, it's a great way to maybe, cool thing about YouTube is you could talk about something for 100 videos, 200 videos, see certain subject matter that really resonates. They used to tell this to bloggers. They almost were like, give away your whole book free by just kind of writing it in blogs. But what you're also going to find is like, you write 50 to 100 blogs. That'll eventually determine what the 20 actually great chapters should be. And then
Right.
you'll go back and actually refine those. And some people might be like, well, if I've been following you the whole time, why would I buy the book? Well, sure. Lots of people just will because of the value, but there's a whole nother audience to reach. People were, doubting, why are you going to write a book on YouTube? Nobody reads books anymore. That's just a dumb idea. What a waste of time. And all I know is that 105,000 copies sold now of the physical ebook and audiobook. Apparently people still read books. So it's a whole different, I've noticed that a lot of times people project their bias. They don't read books, so they say nobody reads books. Meanwhile, some people don't watch YouTube. Some people they are on Instagram more, and then all of a sudden they discover YouTube's this whole world. So a lot of times, if we haven't really immersed ourselves there, so there's books which I split up. You know, you have the book income, you got the ebook income, you got the audio book income. There's brand deals where once you have a certain size channel, they will pay you. Of course, there's the dark side of that. FTX is the good example of paying all the financial gurus and crashing. But the good side is, you know, we'll talk about something like vidIQ, which is a YouTube software, and you can not just be an affiliate for it, but potentially if you have enough influence. And the power tip here is if you build up a specific audience, meaning vidIQ wants to work with us because people that subscribe to Think Media like want to grow YouTube channels, and that's who they serve. So
Yep.
again, you might have a small channel, but if you had a small channel of 2,500 subscribers that were like these psycho biohackers, then a supplement company might want to say, yeah, this glutathione that you should take after workouts, yeah, we'll sponsor you for $500 and make a dedicated video, and we'll also give you an affiliate link. So you could do brand deals. You also could do these, you know, membership communities, which could look a couple different ways. They're sort of like the Patreon way. You could do channel memberships on YouTube, and that's for once you start building up momentum, people get more maybe premium content, Q&A with you, even just a separate community tab. And the other membership side, though, is more education. I think about Ben Azadi, who has a monthly membership for ketosis, intermittent fasting, losing weight. It's like 67 a month, and maybe people get the result they want after 3, 4, 5 months. Maybe they stick with a couple years because they like the motivation and the ongoing, and they want to stay fit, healthy, energetic. And so you could kind of go more professional, education-based monthly membership that teaches a skill or something like that. Of course, a lot of personal finance stock people. It also could, I mean, it's maybe separate. You could go newsletter, paid newsletter, would be another one. I don't do that one, but and we used to have a membership. We sunset that community. We're going to be bringing it back. What else? I mean, we're going through you have your own products and services. And
Yeah,
so,
you got the key for me in this conversation is I think most people, myself included, would be best served focusing on creating content, making that the original foundation. And then over time, it just immerses, right? For example, I'll just talk real numbers. Last year, AdSense for me was like $84,000, good or bad, you know, whatever it is.
that's
But
amazing,
the
actually,
in,
though, but
yeah, you
yeah.
know, it is what it is. But beyond that, right, my income was probably, what would that be? Let's do the math real quick. 4x that. So 320 grand. Other things, books, courses, you know, I guess you would call them affiliates or sponsorships or whatever those things are. And then beyond that, again, what do? I buy and sell real estate. I help do, I mean, just the lead flow, the ability to raise private money, all of those things around it, potentially millions of dollars. But it all starts with YouTube, right? I think most people are too unfocused, right? For me, YouTube is my sniper shot. That's where everything goes. I don't produce any original content anywhere else. I have some guy that cuts up a couple of shorts for here or there, but everything is YouTube on purpose. And I'm just starting to tap into these other things. And again, folks, I'm talking about getting wealthy. Step one being dry powder. Do yourself a favor. Just like my focus and daily discipline, my buy box talk track, make YouTube your focus. Just push play. You don't need any fancy editing. I've never edited a video. Just get after it. Take your passion, your hobby. It's there for you. It will take time, right? What is the step 3? Time. You got to do this for 10 years. But again, most of you, $1,000 in extra disposable income will change your life. It is sitting there for you. And Sean has amazing stories, chapters. If you want to do some reading, go get the book. I'm part of the 132,000 copies. It's just right there, right, Sean?
Yeah, I mean, and you just to echo what you said, I think for a lot of the way to lift all these income flows is your growing influence on YouTube, but probably the greater value is the influence itself. People, if they don't know you, they can't just start to like you. They can't start to trust you. They can't ultimately do business with you. And all these touch points are essentially doing business. Even YouTube paying you for views is YouTube seeing some value because people actually care about your content. Like you have some level of attention. So the fact that by stepping out on this journey, you're opening up a door of opportunity, more opportunity, the multiple. I mean, even I think about like our friendship. I just think about You pressing record has led to the hub, has led to, I mean, the building of your network. They, of course, everybody listening to this has heard people say your network is your net worth. You want to talk about amplifying that, man, you start a YouTube channel, and doing interviews is a power move. A lot of people should be starting their video podcast or their live show like yours. I was on someone who's a sales professional and they had me on the podcast. And I was very aware, like, it was valuable. We got to talk. He put it out on his show. And then afterwards, though, it was also like, so how can I serve you? He wanted to like serve first and see if he could help us with sales or fractional sales support at our company. So even just doing this for none of those other income streams come in at first, man,
Right.
the lead flow, deal flow, opportunity.
Exactly.
And I think we call this personal branding. This is why you will always have an advantage if you build your personal brand across social media. But I think YouTube is the best place to do it.
No, I agree. Folks, you got to pick your shot, call your shot. For me, that is YouTube. I think it should be for you. Again, I am all about you getting wealthy. Step one is dry powder. I think it is extra income is sitting there. Just go get quiet. What is your passion? What is your interest? Are you lucky and it's your day job? Is it something else? I don't care. Make it your thing. There's a community waiting for you. It is up for you to create that brand in that community. Sean, where can people find you? And tell us more about what is in this book. Obviously, I've read it, but why'd you write it? Why is it important for people to read?
Yeah, so YouTube Secrets available on Amazon. YouTube Secrets is in two parts. The first part is the 7 C's of YouTube success, which is a foundational framework, which is nice in a social media world. It is unchanging and unbreakable. It is, you got to start with courage. You got to get clarity. You got to set up your channel. You got to start producing content. You got to invest and build your community. You got to generate cash. You got to figure out how to be consistent and create habits, routines, and systems to support the process. And so you're going to master the 7 C's in the first part of the book. And then the second part, this is why we have the second edition. There's always changing things. So it covers all the new YouTube features and some very specific tactics for creating an unfair advantage, even if you're starting from scratch. And so that's what's inside of the book. It's also available on audio if you like to. That's like what I love is, doing chores, road trip, driving, working out. You got the audiobook on Audible. And then if you want to connect on YouTube, my channel is called Think Media. If you type in the word Think Space Media, you will find us on YouTube and we will help you really with the best tips and tools for building your influence with online video. The tips, strategies, how do I get views? How do I start? How do I get subscribers? The tools, what camera should I buy? How do I make a studio like yours? How do I plug in a USB microphone? And, for a few bucks on Amazon, you can start creating content pretty quickly, just like we are doing right here. And so Think Media will help you do that.
Folks, if you are serious about increasing your disposable income, and that is increasing your income, just go Think Media is all there for you. It's just go consume a couple hours of that content and get after it. Just push play. Thanks, Sean.
Thank you.